Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. And to my new followers, thank you so much for joining me. You are adorable, and I love you. Thank you. So yesterday, we supposedly had a big storm come through. I'm going to flip the camera. Hold on. Pretty it is outside. Yes, those are my birds out there. There we go. I know you're stuck with my ugly mug. Speaking of my ugly mug, is that my Bell's palsy is acting up a little bit. So if you see my face going a little wonky, I'm not stroking out or anything. The nerves are damaged, and it is what it is. So I cope with it, and I make fun of myself, and ain't nothing they can do about it. Damn doctors. Anyway, today I want to talk about gender inequality. Now, I don't need to tell you a whole lot about that, but wanted to share anecdotes from when I was growing up. Now, I will be 70 this year. Where did the time go? Oh my God. Anyway, I find that hard to believe that I'm going to be 70. Anyway, that being said, one story from my childhood that I want to share about that was living in Cleveland with my mother and my stepfather. Now, my mother was born 1930. Okay, she was a Depression baby. My stepdad was born in 1907. So he was actually 23 years older than my mother. I'm not going to go there with her dynamics on this, but obviously he was old school. And for reference, my grandmother was born 1908, a year after he was born. Oh, no wonder I'm so fucked up. Anyway, we're living in Cleveland, and it is about the mid-60s. I'm about 12 years old, so maybe 65-ish, I don't know. I was in middle school, summertime. So I was helping my mother with doing laundry. Now, it was nice day. So we were taking the laundry, the wet laundry, from the basement, bringing it outside and hanging it out. Now, my brother, who was 3 years younger, my brother, under my stepfather's, forbearance there, my brother had cut the grass. So obviously we had to wait till they finished cutting the grass in the back to hang the clothes. And I distinctly remember, now I loved doing gardening and outside work. And I happened to pipe up, and I'll never forget this. I happened to pipe up to my mother, and I said, "Why can't Jeffrey help you with the laundry, and I'll cut the grass? Switch roles." "Oh, no. Laundry is for girls. And he's a boy. You can't do that." And I'm like, and I remember being a snot-nosed, well, I wasn't a bad kid, don't get me wrong, but I'm like questioning her. Why? Why can't he do some laundry? Those baskets were heavy. And I'm like, why can't he do it? So what? But yeah, it was girls, boys, girls, boys, girls, boys. And what I didn't know at the time, and we could preach about it like forever, is what I didn't know at the time is, as a female, had I been an adult, of course, I couldn't get a credit card under my name. I couldn't get a bank account under my name. Nothing. You needed to have a man. You needed to have a man to sign off on legal stuff. We women were just barely coming along enough to own property. Okay. So fast forward many, many years, and I wound up running a community garden for 21 years in my old neighborhood. Of course, I was in the military, broke all kind of glass ceilings there, gender glass ceilings there. And I remember being somewhere, and I have a cap that says Marine Veteran on it. And once in a while I wear it out. And I was in a Walmart or something, and there was an Army, a female soldier there. And she came up to me and she goes, "I want to take a moment to thank you. Women like you paved the way for the rest of us." I was so taken aback by her sincerity, to know that my service made a difference, at least to one person who acknowledged it, but I'm sure that there were more. But it just, so for us females, who are half of the population of the world, the population that is responsible medically, morally, financially, etc., to bring children into this world and then to raise them, it's I don't know if there's such an issue as you can have it all. I don't think so. There's only so much of you that can go around. My oldest son is 43. My middle child is 40. My daughter, 33. She and I are close. But the boys, but gender should not be an issue. When I see things happening in Iran with these young ladies who are protesting because they didn't properly wear a head covering, a hijab, only for their punishment that they are raped. Are you kidding me? What was the purpose of that? Do you think that we don't survive rape? No, we don't ever forget it. Trust me. We don't forget it. We don't forgive it. But we move on and we try to heal the best we can. If you think that the only valuable part of our personage is a vagina, you're sadly mistaken. You're sadly mistaken. And women have been proven over the years to be good leaders, strong leaders, despite being pushed back, and they try to make us disappear. Guess what? We're not going to disappear. And if there's a young lady out there, I don't care what age you are, Because everybody's younger than me, so I can say young lady. If you are out there thinking that your life does not have value, bullshit. You are a valuable part of society. I behoove you, I beg of you, please get your education. Whether it's teaching or nursing or mechanical engineering or NASA stuff, rocket science, get an education. Okay? Yes, you're going to want to have a family, but for you to build up a career for yourself so that as you retire, you will have a retirement fund. Because don't depend on your children to take care of you. This takes care of you. You take care of you. Get your retirement. Put your time in with Social Security and all that kind of good stuff. So, I'm not bashing men here. I am not in any way like a transgender anything. It's just that I'm sick and tired for years, 70 years, plus that women have been under the thumb. You are an equal, necessary, welcomed part of society. Get your education. Stay strong. And remember how much you are loved.